I'm the Executive Director here at Leadership Kitsap Foundation. Thank you. I'm a graduate of the class of 2017, the best class ever. That's right. On behalf of the Leadership Kitsap Foundation and the Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you officially to the celebration of leadership and the class of 2023 graduation commencement on this special 30th anniversary year. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'd like to invite you to look around the room while we begin by acknowledging the land on which we gather is within the ancestral territory of the people of the clear saltwater. Expert fishermen, canoe builders, and basket weavers, the Suquamish people live in harmony with the lands and waterways along Washington's central Salish Sea as they have for thousands of years. Here, the Suquamish people live and protect the land and waters of their ancestors for future generations, as promised by the Point Elliott Treaty of 1855. And we are honored, we're honored to be their guests here tonight. Thank you, Suquamish tribe. So tonight it's because of three visionaries that we proudly gather here this evening. Our founders, Doug Berger, Ann Blair, and Joan Hanten. And woo! Yes! That's right. And it's also because of the hard work and dedication of our working board of directors. It's their vision. It's because of their work that we can make our founders' vision come true, come to life year after year. So I'd like to ask our current board of directors to please stand up to be recognized. We'll give them a huge shout out. All right. Stay standing while I ask. Everyone who has previously served on the board of directors, please also stand. I know there are several of you in the room tonight. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You can see that when a board member retires from the Leadership Kitsap board of directors, they're encouraged to stay connected, because while their term may be complete, their work in our community never is. And those are the kind of people that we like to keep close. So tonight I have the pleasure of recognizing three people whose term on our board ended this year, or ends the end of June. Deidre Miller, class of 2015, Matthew Pickering, class of 2019, and Wendy Kyle of the Kitsap Regional Library Foundation, who has completed a full 2 terms and is officially retiring from our board this year after 6 years of exceptional service. So, she doesn't know about this, so I won't ask you to say anything, but we'd like to present you with the Outstanding Board Service Award, Wendy. We will recognize many amazing leaders tonight. There's one on my mind as I look around the room tonight. It's our volunteer event coordinator. Volunteer, because she put so many hours into making tonight possible. She's on our board. Her name is Michelle Perdue. I'd like her to stand up wherever she is. Oh, she's over here. She's just still working for us. And doing an amazing job. Great job, Michelle. So we can thank her for coordinating all of this for us tonight. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our MC this evening. Our current board president, Jeffrey Mengi, a class of 2017 graduate, after which he became the Leadership Kitsap project co-chair mentor alongside Lucky Me in 2018. Shortly thereafter, he joined the board of directors, and now he sits at the helm as president. So we're grateful for his steadfast leadership and utmost integrity. Jeff?
Thank you, Carly. I'm not very good at holding the mic at the right distance from, so if you can't hear me in the back, just kind of wave your hand and I'll try to do better. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. We have a wonderful program for you this evening, complete with 6 project presentations and the graduation commencement for this incredible class of 2023. First, I'd like to thank Kiana Lodge for hosting our celebration of leadership. We could not have picked a more beautiful location, and please give a huge thank you to all the kitchen and floor staff for providing this wonderful salmon and stir-fry dinner. I can't get one plate of salmon right, and they did 200 at the same time. Astonishing. I'd also like to recognize Wild Applause Events for the beautiful table decor, 3 Leaves Design for our striking graphic design elements, Logan Westham as our photographer, and John Rauch, class of 2017, as our videographer for the evening. Yeah. And also thank you to this evening's table sponsors, Bremerton Housing Authority, Contract Management Services, Greater Kitsap Chamber, Holly Ridge Center, Kitsap County Public Works, Kitsap County Sheriff's Office, Kitsap Public Health District, Kitsap Regional Library, Leadership Kitsap Board of Directors, Port Gamble-Sklallam Tribe, Nukayet Investments, Port Gamble-Sklallam Tribe Tribal Council, Port Madison Enterprises, Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, and last but not least, the Peter Tunis Fan Club. He's one of our graduates this year. I'd also like to acknowledge the elected officials here this evening who have truly dedicated their lives to servant leadership. You all have been such great supporters of our program, participated in challenge days, sponsored graduates, and some are even alumni yourselves. Please stand and let us thank you for your service, and I'll call you out. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Irene Carper, Suquamish Tribal Council and Secretary. Sammy Mabe, Suquamish Tribal Council. Brittany Bakken, Suquamish Foundation. Renee Verigi, Port Gamble-Sklallam Council. Amber Caldera, Port Gamble-Sklallam Council. Katie Walters, County Commissioner. Pete Boisano, Kitsap County Treasurer. John Giese, Kitsap County Sheriff. Clarence Morawaki, Bainbridge Island Council Member. Tracy Flood, Bremerton Municipal Court Judge. And former boss, former Sheriff Gary Simpson. Yes, sorry, Dina Holmes, Tribal Council. There you are. Sorry, I missed you. You snuck in the back door. All right. We are honored to provide this program to the emerging leaders of Kitsap County, and it would not be possible without our many sponsors. At this time, we would like to recognize our executive sponsors. Will Melissa Luatua from Kitsap County Community Foundation, Sue Peterson, the Point Casino Hotel, and Irene Carper, COO of Port Madison Enterprises. Please join us on stage. I'm honored to present you with a small token of our appreciation. Thank you for partnering with us to grow great leaders in Kitsap County. These awards were designed by, sorry, didn't mean to pause so dramatically. Yeah, hold on. These awards were designed by Lisa Sturrett's Creative Warriors Gallery to represent the many layers of community, to reflect the light and beauty that happens when we all work together. So thank you again, Kitsap Community Foundation, Point Casino and Hotel, and Port Madison Enterprises for your ongoing support. All right, so tonight, 30 graduates from the Leadership Kitsap program will share with you the power of personal investment. They let their community sponsors, employers, families, and friends invest in them, dedicating 10 months of their time to harnessing their innate leadership skills, values, and passion for making the world a better place. Our graduates go on to lead in their communities wherever they go, and we're lucky that many of them stay right here in Kitsap County. Leadership Kitsap alumni are our legacy. Will all Leadership Kitsap alumni please stand? So with this graduating class, we have 690 alumni. Fascinating. And also a fun fact, the earliest graduate year represented here this evening is 1997. I won't ask you to guess who that is. I didn't ask. Thank you all for your service and dedication to making this world a better place through servant leadership. Tonight we recognize an outstanding Leadership Kitsap alumna for her community investment with the Distinguished Alumni Award, an annual tradition that began in 1995. As Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association Chair, it is my honor to present the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Award. Take them with me. Each year, the Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association recognizes an outstanding alumnus who best exemplifies servant leadership, someone who has made an exceptional contribution to our community. Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association is proud to recognize Katie Walters as this year's Distinguished Alumni Honoree. One round of applause to start that. But we're not done. Katie's service to our community is unquestionable. To the hundreds of Leadership Kitsap participants she has inspired throughout her 8 years from 2014 to 2022 as executive director, to the board members she led during their time working with her, to the countless community leaders and organizations she connected to each other and Leadership Kitsap, Katie has been the model of servant leadership. The growth of Leadership Kitsap Foundation to where it is today is because of her, a fact that no one can contest. Because of Katie, our Kitsap community reaps the benefits of the servant leaders who are more educated, better prepared, and thoughtfully engaged because of their experiences with Leadership Kitsap. And then she went and got herself elected. It takes no significant intellect to see that the work she has done for Leadership Kitsap translates perfectly to her work as a... Is this still? Okay. Flicks out on her. In full disclosure, and for completely selfish reasons, I actually rooted against you. Yeah, I wanted to still work with you. And if it weren't for the fact that we hired Carly as the executive director, I may never have forgiven you. So, this short speech is certainly inadequate in expressing the impact of Katie's service to Leadership Kitsap and the community over the past 8 years and for years to come. It's the continued servant leadership of everyone she touches that will be her enduring legacy. Few could ever imagine having such an impact on so many. And a fool's errand it would be to find anyone who embodies the principles of Leadership Kitsap of empowering educated, prepared, and engaged leadership throughout Kitsap County. Today, it is my honor, as someone who has personally been inspired by Katie as an LK class member, a colleague of the board of directors, and now working with her in county leadership, to recognize her for the servant leader she was and the servant leader she is today. On behalf of Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association and Leadership Kitsap Board of Directors, we present you with this award of fused glass to signify your legacy of leadership, inspiring us all through your vision and connecting your fellow servant leaders. And now we have a little extra thing based on your retirement here. With deep respect for Katie and her contributions as our executive director, we will now conduct a symbolic ceremony led by Irene Carper, class of 2008, and the Squamish Tribe Song and Dance Group.
Good evening. Welcome to Kiana Lodge. Irene Carper, Secretary, newly elected in March, and also the Operating Officer of Port Madison Enterprises. Katie, on behalf of the Squamish Tribe and Port Madison Enterprises, we want to thank you for our leadership. Throughout the years, we have 17 Leadership Kitsap alumni, 3 who have reached the highest level. Danita Holmes, who's our council treasurer, 2018 alumni. Barb Santos, 2006 alumni, made it to tribal council, and then myself, recently to tribal council as well as a few years ago. It's been a pleasure working with and alongside of you. Would like to thank you for your hard work and dedication in making fine Leadership County. Congratulations.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sammy Mabe, Squamish Tribal Council member and one of our singers up here. We're a little light tonight. Our song and dance group is typically a lot bigger. However, quite a few of us felt like we needed to be here for Katie tonight. We knew what was going to be happening, and did want to express a little bit or explain a little bit about the practice that we're about to perform. Irene and Haley, I've being there raised her and had a brain fart. Irene and Haley are going to wrap Katie in one of our tribal member, Danielle Morissette's custom designed blanket with 8th generation clothing over in Seattle. And the reason we do this is it's our symbolic gesture of wrapping you in our love. It's our symbolic gesture of thank yous. We see all the work you do in the county. We root for you. Some of these people have grown with you in Leadership Kitsap, and we just think the world of you. And while Irene and Haley wrap her, we're going to sing an honor song that I caught in 2008 on the journey to Cowichan. And one request that we have while we are doing this work is we know you're all enjoying your evening and you're enjoying your tasty beverages, but just during this portion of this event, we had asked that you leave your alcoholic beverages on the table. When we sing up our songs, we're sending up prayers and we're sending up love, and unfortunately those two things don't mix. So we thank you for your respectful attention, and thank you for all the work you guys are doing throughout the county. You all are going to pave the way for the next group that's coming up, and you're all going to do. I have 2 great leaders that I get to work with often that came up through this program. I did not. I just kind of stumbled into council, but they did a lot of great work with you all, and the product is showing in Squamish. We have a great council with 2 very strong women on it, and I couldn't be prouder. So thank you all for lifting them up and lifting our community up. Hi, Trisam.
Okay, well, I'm down some notes now. I wrote them down because during open retreat, I had a hard time just saying goodbye to the class and moving on. So, oh my gosh, that was very emotional thing. I am deeply humbled and grateful to accept this award. And first and foremost, I need to thank my husband, David. You can clap. Well, I have to say, because this was always work, so he didn't come to graduation with me very often. So it's like it's such a treat to have him here tonight. And really, he's the one who got me involved with Leadership Kitsap, because I learned about Leadership Kitsap way back in 2002 when he was here. We came because he was just admitted to the class of 2003. So that's how I first found out about the program. And I was super jealous. Back then, I think I was telling Sarah, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that so bad. And then 10 years later, I was able to finally petition my nonprofit to send me through the program. So thank you, David, and thank you for believing in me and standing by me on this incredible and sometimes very crazy journey. So thank you. And thank you, Carly. Where'd she go there? Thank you, Carly, and my board of directors for really giving me the confidence last year to let go, because it was hard. And your trust and encouragement really have been invaluable to me. And I'm truly honored to have had the opportunity to work with each of you. And excluding 2021, when we paused the program, and again, that was just a really brave move by our board, that this is my, counted it up, my 15th Leadership Kitsap graduation. So I've been doing this a half of them. Yeah. So either as a guest or a graduate of the class of 2014. Thank you. Or as executive director. And I have to say, it's still one of my very favorite evenings of the year. And thank you again to the Suquamish tribe for a beautiful honor this evening, but also for just being always such amazing hosts here. It's just always, it feels like a welcome home to come here every year. So thank you. And as Jeff mentioned, our alumni really are our legacy. So we are a network now of almost 700 like-minded individuals who really care about our community and share the value of service. And so we've all shared kind of that same experience, that shared experience of, well, I don't know, overnighting in Seebeck with strangers that become friends, exploring a furniture company in Poulsbo. I see Cliff is here. And discovering a dam in Bremerton. Who knew, right? Some of you are like, there's a dam in Bremerton? But these experiences have shaped us, they've challenged us, and really broadened our perspectives. And when we encounter each other, when you encounter another Leadership Kitsap alum, there's really this immediate bond. Because one of the first questions that really naturally arises is, what do you think? What class? What was your project? Right? What was your project? I didn't prompt you on that one, David. But this question reveals really the essence of our shared experience, the passion we poured into our projects, the impact we made, the lessons learned along the way. And so these connections are something that we really all need to embrace. And I really can't express enough how important these connections are and how they will serve you and your organization in the future. Together, we have really built a solid foundation of leaders in Kitsap. We've embraced diversity, understanding that really it's our differences that make us stronger. We have fostered collaboration, recognizing that by working together, we can achieve far more than we ever could alone. We have made lifelong friendships and relationships that will continue to deepen our commitment to building a really strong community. So I really see this Legacy Award as a testament to the power of leadership and the impact we can have when we come together as a united force for good to create positive change. It symbolizes the achievements and dedication of all those who have contributed to the success of the Leadership Kitsap program. And to the remarkable individuals who have been part of this journey with me, I share this honor with you. You have inspired me, challenged me, and uplifted me, and I am forever grateful for your support. Now, as your Kitsap County Commissioner, I am filled with a profound sense of responsibility and gratitude. I take all of you with me on this journey. I am confident that together we can navigate the complexities of our times and work together to create a community where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. So in closing, I extend my deepest gratitude to the Leadership Kitsap organization and for the continued work that you do and for allowing me to be just a small part of that. And sorry. And it just really serves as a reminder that leadership is simply not a position or a title, but an activity, a lifelong commitment to making a positive difference in the lives of others. So thank you so much. I'm deeply honored.
I have to find my part in the script again. Stand by. All right. Each year, our Leadership Kitsap participants develop and complete an impactful community service project as part of the class curriculum. Since 1995, 120 community projects have been completed. They exemplify sustainability, resilience, and persistence. As you listen to the presentations this evening, my hope is that everyone in this room walks away having learned something new about Kitsap County, the resources we have, and perhaps the desire to get involved with one of these many community partners. Here to introduce our project teams and this year's project co-chair representative from the class of 2022, Alex Hardy.
All right, good evening. Thank you all for joining us. This year, Jay Reynolds and I, and Jay is absent this evening as he is actually working down in San Diego right now, but we had the honor of serving as project co-chairs and mentors for the class of 2023. This evening, I have Michael Collins, who's joining me, and he is our projects committee chair for the Leadership Kitsap board. So he'll be helping me out this evening, introducing the teams and their projects. This year was absolutely amazing with working with the teams. They faced some significant challenges, but I'm really, really happy to see where they have all come out, and I'm really happy to share their projects with you this evening. So with that, I think we should jump right in.
So our first team is called Beyond the Badge, and this one gave me great pleasure to introduce. I'm in the class of 2020 when COVID hit. Yes, best class ever. Woo! And COVID hit, and we didn't get to finish our project because everything got shut down. And to see this team come on and take over our project, make it their own, tweak it, and do the things to it was just a great joy. So our first team is Beyond the Bridge. Badge.
Hi, I'm Misty Tobin, and I was sponsored by Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue.
I am Jennifer Anderson, and I was sponsored by Trillium and also a recipient of the Hanten-Berger
Scholarship, thank you.
I'm Susan Walther, and I was sponsored by Kitsap Public Health District.
I am Roxy Hockett, and I was sponsored by Port Gamble S'Klallam Tribe.
And I'm Peter Tunis, and I was sponsored by Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. So our project was called Beyond the Badge. It was a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club South Puget Sound, Kitsap County Sheriff's Office, and Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue. Yeah, I just wanted to thank Katie Walters for approaching my team at the initial retreat at the CBAC Conference Center. She came over and was like, hey, I've got an idea that that got kind of killed by the pandemic, and it sounds like it's in line with your team's values, and it totally was. And so, also thank you, Michael, and Ken Dickinson. So that team, they still had a lot of love and investment in the project. And so you sharing your thoughts and your intentions behind it really helped us kind of make it into our own thing. And so so we expanded the project to include Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue. The initial one just had the sheriff's office. And for 8 weeks, kids came out to the Boys and Girls Club, and we'd have either firefighters or deputies come out and interact with the kids, demonstrate something for like an hour, and then play dodgeball. And so, so it was a lot of fun. So the intentions behind it were to make law enforcement and first responders approachable to children. And then also because play had been shut down for a couple of years, kind of open things back up and do in-person play, which I think we achieved all that. Just a lot of beautiful moments, and thankfully it appears that there's buy-in from both the sheriff and the fire chief to continue doing future iterations of it. So more to come.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
All right, this next team worked really hard, and I probably spent more time with Team 2 this year, helping them through. They navigated many challenges, but in the end, I'm really excited with their project and what they have to share with you. So welcome Team 2, Team Pivot.
I'm Jason Hedstrom, and I was sponsored by the Kitsap County Sheriff's Office.
Christiane Stecker, sponsored by First Fed Bank.
I'm Jess Reichs, and I was sponsored by Watson Furniture.
I'm Martha Evenmo, and I'm sponsored by Port Campbell Slalom Tribe.
Jeremiah Marchand, sponsored by Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Woo! Yeah! All right. Well, we're called Team Pivot because we had a great plan, and we all valued family. And so we thought the trail system would be a good idea. We'll update the signs. It'll be just a magnificent project until it became more and more and more. And unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to make a big dent in that. So thanks to all of our help, we pivoted. And we made just this beautiful video that we thought was just going to be a video that's going to promote securing your load. And when you're driving down the road and you see litter and stuff like that, that's because somebody didn't put their stuff down and secure it right. And yeah, litter, it's unsightly, it costs the county money, but more importantly, there's people's lives at stake. And if you look, there's some pretty graphic videos of, a piece of plywood coming through somebody's windshield. And I think we can all agree that people are our most precious commodity. And so this is just something we could do to help protect that.
Unsecured vehicle loads cause over 300 crashes every year in Washington. That's 300 families impacted by a person's decision not to properly secure their load. Washington law requires motorists to cover and secure their loads to prevent cargo from breaking free. Failing to secure your load is a crime in Washington and will result in fines or fees. Law enforcement could issue you a $237 ticket, and you could be liable for fines up to $5,000 and potential jail time if you damage property or injure someone. First, stock up on straps, tarps, nets, and other tools. Use bungees or rope to secure trash can lids. Use cargo nets or tarps to cover small, light items. Use cargo straps to secure large or heavy items to your vehicle. Make sure the straps are rated for the weight of your cargo. At times, you may need a combination of tools. Unsecured loads aren't just unsafe, they are also responsible for 40% of the litter that you see on our roadways. By securing your load, you can help keep our county clean for all residents. Securing your load. It saves lives. It prevents litter. It's the law. Avoid fees and potential tickets. Keeping Washington roads safe and litter-free is all of our responsibility and the right thing to do to protect our community.
Oh, you want to, okay. A little lower key.
Right.
Yeah, it's stressful, isn't it?
That's cool. That's awesome.
All right, our next team, Team 3, SWAT. Strong Women Advocating Together.
I'm Vanna Lombardi, and I'm sponsored by St. Michael Medical Center.
I'm Amanda Chimslin, and I'm sponsored by Kitsap Public Health District.
I'm Tiffany High, and I'm sponsored by Catalyst Public Schools.
Jane Barton, sponsored by Olympic College Foundation.
Haley Crow, sponsored by Port Madison Enterprises. So our project and partner with Kitsap Strong was to reach out to individuals in our community that had either cool jobs or were just inspiring with their path. And we put videos together to give to Kitsap Strong that they can utilize for schools or on their website. They're not currently on the website, but eventually they will be. So that's where you can find them if you're interested. And so Kitsap Strong is an impact initiative with over 100 partners, agencies, schools, and organizations working towards their mission to ensure the health and well-being and educational attainment of Kitsap residents.
One thread of our work is called Future Bound Activities. So these are activities that are supporting youth to plan their post-high school pathways, and they're reducing gaps in educational opportunity and increasing post-secondary enrollment and completion. So future-bound activities include things like support for college applications, for financial aid and scholarships, for career education, for pursuing career exploration. And we're really excited to have worked with Team 3 of Leadership Kitsap this year, and they're supporting those the Future Bound initiative of Kitsap Strong through their career exploration video series.
We decided that it was important to focus on education, and specifically higher education and getting people to higher education, because we have seen a gap. So we wanted to focus on that specifically, and when we got together with Graduate Strong, they had this project that they were working on that kind of fit our needs perfectly.
We selected individuals in those positions that were willing to videotape themselves and give the idea of what they had to go through to get to where they were at. Once we videoed them, we were able to put them together into one video by cropping out the portions that we didn't need. And then we were able to complete the videos and hand them over to Graduate Strong.
So the main impact that we are hoping to make with this project is to impact the youth and inspire them to look for their future sooner, and give them ideas of the kind of careers that are available in Kitsap County beyond of what they see in their daily lives.
The purpose of these videos are for you to be able to watch a video of someone in the community that is a leader, that is currently working in our community, and they are going to tell you about how they started their job, what made them passionate behind it, and give you information on some of the roles that they took.
I'm Melinda Phelps. I was sponsored by the Kitsap County Sheriff's Office.
Joshua Goss, I was sponsored by Coffee Oasis and was here on scholarship.
Michael Carson, and I'm sponsored by United Way of Kitsap County.
My name is Kimberly Ciza-Gallen, and I was sponsored by Kitsap Immigrant Assistance Center. And not present with us today and dearly missed is Anna Ariza, sponsored by the Kitsap County Prosecutor's Office. I think it's actually the Kitsap County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. We are the Kinder or Kinder Gardeners, and we partnered with Catalyst Public Schools, which is a nonprofit charter public school in Manette in Bremerton. And it's a school for elementary age scholars from all over the region. And you'll see from our video that we revamped their kindergarten and first grade garden space. Catalyst supports their diverse scholars to live full lives and to succeed in college, career, and life. Catalyst envisions an education experience where scholars find their purpose and passion so that they can cultivate the critical hope, optimism, and leadership essential to be catalysts in their community and world. So as you'll see, we work together to clean up the space, to plant some plants, and then in partnership with the existing team members there at Catalyst, they'll maintain the space for years to come. And one component is Catalyst Schools team member and also a Leadership Kitsap alumni, Tatiana, donated the little library that you'll see in the corner of the garden space. It used to belong to her mother, who actually passed away during our project. So we are very delighted to have been able to install Nancy's Nook as part of our project.
Now we'd like to welcome Team 5, Money Matters.
Ronnie Oswald, sponsored by Holly Ridge Center.
Pete Boisano, sponsored by Kitsap County Treasurer's Office.
Allie McLaughlin, sponsored by St. Michael Medical Center.
Bill Stanton, sponsored by the awesome Bremerton Housing Authority.
I'm Brandon Davis, sponsored by the NAACP. And in our team Money Matters, we put a lot of dedication into our project, and I'm humbled to actually be on stage with them. Our team Money Matters has dedicated all our efforts to making this process simple for foster youth to access financial literacy by working with local financial institutions in Kitsap County. We have opened the door to an issue that has gone unnoticed in our community and has the potential to be the model for all financial institutions to follow as we obtain the data over the years. We partner with Connections Credit Union and Olive Crest to establish a long-lasting relationship that will allow foster youth to open bank accounts with no hassle. In addition to opening their first accounts, foster youth can access vital information that is available on Connection Credit Union website under the branded website that was created for this project. This is easy and convenient way to access financial information is an amazing resource that allows them to understand finances at their own pace and at a young age. Without further ado, let's see our video for what we're working on.
Seen over the last few years is that many youth in care, they want to open a bank account, and you need a bank account to be independent, whether it is you want to start building credit or you just need somewhere for a paycheck to go. But the biggest issue we see for youth in care is that they cannot get a bank account without someone co-signing or having their name on the account also under the age of 18. And most foster parents are unable or unwilling to sign with a youth. So what we were really looking for was somewhere where our youth could go under the age of 18 to start taking those steps to be independent, so that when they turn 18 or 19 and they're moving into their first place, that's one step that they already have set up. And instead of scrambling to get a ton of things done, hopefully what they have to do is smaller, and those initial steps are.
Most credit banks wouldn't open any accounts for anyone under 18 without a parent co-signer. But this is a great opportunity for us, and it's a great opportunity to help them, and let's do it. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I think the interest that this team has taken in our ILS youth and their needs and what their specific needs are as they're aging out, and then reaching into the relationships that you have in the community to connect us with not just Connections Credit Union, but with Scott, with other professionals, sends a legacy moving forward of resources that our kids can access. Even in the time that we've been partnering with Connections, Scott has connected us with another credit union in Aberdeen where those youth can begin to access bank accounts. And so I see this as the kind of the splash in the middle of the pond, but I think the ripples will continue out through future years and to more communities where this will be the ideal that other ILS programs and communities are striving for to serve.
All right, our final team tonight, not to be forgotten, is Team 6, the Leftovers.
I am Tony Ives sponsored by Kitsap Community Resources.
And I'm Kelly McKinley, sponsored by PSNS. And we have two team members who weren't to be here with us today, Rose Smith from YWCA and Brittany Corona with Kitsap Credit Union.
And I'm Cami Mills with Kitsap County Public Works, and apparently we're the leftovers of Team Leftovers today. So when we first started meeting, it became really clear that all 5 of us were really passionate about finding a project that would empower women. And we found a really amazing partner in Stella Maris, which is a shelter for women who are experiencing homelessness run through St. Vincent de Paul. It was really important to us that we do something that met a need for the people that were staying there and not for us to try to decide what we thought they needed. So Stella Maris staff provided us with intake forms where they had removed all the personal information from those forms, allowed us to go through those, and we found that there were some trends in what women needed when they were coming in that we felt that we could help with. So we put on a series of 4 workshops to address those needs. We partnered with Washington State University Extension, Kitsap Credit Union, and Kitsap Mental Health Services to put on those 4 workshops. Those workshops will continue to be provided on a quarterly basis at the shelter. We also found the access to technology was really challenging for women at the shelter. There was only 1 computer for everybody there to use. So with funding from the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, we were able to provide 2 more laptops for them. And the last thing that we did, we really wanted the staff at Stella Maris to be able to see where they may have areas for growth, where they may be able to do better for their clients, but they were already doing such a tremendous job that we also really wanted for them to be able to see where their successes were and tell the stories of their success. So in order to help them do that, we developed an end of stay survey that all of their clients will take when they leave so that they can see the trends and see the way that these lives have been improved that they've touched. Thank you. About the mission of Stella Maris and St. Vincent de Paul.
So our mission is to provide a safe space for all women and children that come here with as little barriers as possible. So that it doesn't matter what race, ethnicity, religious background, or anything, so long as they are in need of shelter, they can come here and stay.
How does the work that the Leadership Kitsap team has done complement the work that you're already doing?
So all our shelter staff and case management included, our main goal is trying to find what resources these women need and connecting them to those resources. And Leadership Kitsap brought out multiple resources and gave us face-to-face time with them. So in turn, the women know what resources they have access to, and now they know someone from that resource.
What feedback have you gotten from your residents about the workshops that we've held?
we've had a lot of positive feedback. They're excited for the next workshops. They are, less scared to reach out to the resources that they are learning about, and just overall they're happy. They loved coming to those classes.
And if anyone wants to actually watch the videos with sound, they're on our website. Where else do they? Do you say that we're at, Carly? I don't know. On our website, at least. So first of all, I want one more round of applause for those amazing projects. That was incredible. No offense to any other classes, but this year's class projects were pretty impressive. So, David, you're still, it's okay. Yeah. But I wanted to thank Alex and Jay, who's not here, for all your work as project co-chairs, and Michael for assisting and stepping in when you could, as a member of the board. Thank you to our program manager, Sarah Philly Obert, for helping with the AV. I know that sound has been a little bit of a challenge, but it's not your fault. Promise. And I would like to invite all of the graduates to come up and line up for graduation.
All right. Jennifer Anderson. Jane Barton.
Pete Boissonneau. Michael Carson.
Kim Cizik Allen. Haley Crow.
Brandon Davis. Martha Evenmo.
Joshua Goss. Jason Hedstrom.
Roxy Hockett. Tiffany High.
Tony Ives. Vanna Lombardi.
Jeremiah Marchand. Kelly McKinley.
Allie McLaughlin. Cammie Mills. Ronnie Oswald.
Melinda Phelps. Jess Reichs.
Jill Stanton. Christy Ann Stecker.
Amanda Chimsland. Misty Tobin.
Peter Tunis. And Susan Van Ort.
All right, everyone has their individual speeches ready? All right, big round of applause. You can go sit down. I was going to leave up here forever.